Hey, everybody. Welcome again to Understanding Web with IsNowGlobal, where we break down web and web technologies and make it more digestible for everybody out there. I want to say thank you to everybody who decided to come here today and learn a little bit more about web with me and continue to on this journey as we can down this path. So today, I think we should go ahead and get started here. Let's get to our next thing. Let's get to our next nice little intro here. Learn web design. Enhance your web design. Learn mobile design. Understanding web with this now global. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Uh let's go ahead and transition to the next one. So yeah, we as you know, is not global. We are a web design, web development, and web hosting company. Um when we decide to get started with your idea, we have meetings to figure out your vision. We build a plan for your vision, and then we get to work executing that vision. Again, we are Islam Global, and if you're ever looking for where I can get the best great web design, always remember you can head over to islamglobal.com and build your vision today. Uh, so let's go ahead and get started today. Today on Understanding Web with Islam Global. Before I get started, let me give everybody in here a huge round of applause. Thank you so much for being here and learning with me today. Today, we're actually going to be doing a very kind of off the cuff live stream. I'll be going over coming soon pages, what they are, why I think they're important for as kind of a something to make sure, even if you've already launched, if you're thinking about launching something, if you are in the neighborhood of launching a website or doing anything in that nature, please stay tuned here. We're going to cover some really great topics here, and we're actually going to do a live build today. So today we're doing a live build of um of a coming soon page. We'll be doing that in Divi. Um, and let's and Yeah, mainly Divi for now. I was thinking about doing it in another with a just a regular HTML page, but it'd be a very long live stream trying to break down and explain things, which I'm trying to get better at. But today I'm just gonna go through my slides and hopefully you guys can learn a little bit with me on what coming soon pages are. So let's get started here. Coming soon pages. How you can get started before launching. Let me explain this. So a coming soon page is a page that you can have up on your website. It has very little things. I think the best coming soon pages have no more than 3 to 4 things on the page. One is your logo, your call to action. If you should be collecting emails, your email list, and a little, if optional, a little blurb about what you are and what you're doing. I mean, realistically, it's a coming soon page, so that those first 3 things should cover everything. But it's really just a way for you to and appreciate or like increase the amount of potential influx of users you get when you launch versus just launching and sort of marketing out there. It's more of it's kind of a pre-marketing tactic that I employ with all of my sites. And at the end of this, I'm going to show you one of our coming soon pages that are currently up right now that you can just go and sign up for. These are clients that I've spoken to previously, and they have agreed to let me show their coming soon page is in a good state. So let's go. Let's get started now. So what are they? Coming soon pages are a way for you to let your current or potential audience know you are launching or having something big coming. This could be like, you say you sell watches and you just got your new brand new shipment of watches just came in, and you realistically want to not just throw it on the website, not tweet about it. You want to have like anytime someone comes to the website that you want them to know that you already have, and you have a new one, you have a new object that you want to sell to them. Two, this is exactly what it is, and without them having to go look or search for it or ask you about it, you go to your website, right at the front they see what that is, and then from there you can kind of do your leads management and your segmenting and anything else you want to do. But the coming soon page should be, if you are about more anywhere more than 70% done with your website design or build or anything like that, you should have a coming soon page up. We as soon as we get started with you at IsNowGlobal, we go ahead and develop a coming soon page or landing page, something to just keep your audience engaged while we are building on the back end. Because you while you're building your website and you announce it, you could be losing potential emails and leads and soft leads and hard leads by just not having a coming soon page. Um, so let's go ahead, and I'm actually gonna quick thing, quick sidebar. If you guys want me to add some music to these live streams, I know it can be a little boring just listening to my, well, not boring. It can be a little much listening to just my voice all the time. So if you feel like I'm gonna post a poll after this, and then you can answer and let me know. I'll also link it in the YouTube, Twitch, and everything else. Actually, you know what? It'll be on isnonglobal.com/links. It'll be right there. And if you don't, if you're not sure what I'm laughing at, we did a previous live stream about landing pages. Go ahead and check that out on our YouTube or our Twitch, twitch.isnonglobal.com and youtube.isnonglobal.com for each of those. But back to that. So coming soon pages are really important because it gives you the opportunity to engage your audience early. Thus giving you the ability to kind of figure out who your audience is, um, figure out if they like what you're going to give out. If you see a lot of email signups, you know you're on the right path. If you're not, then you know you might want to change one or two things, maybe add a little more to engage the people that are coming to your site. Um, but realistically, it should be as simple as just throwing up a page that has your logo, your call to action, and your email collection. Those are the three things I think you should, if anything, you should have those ready to go. Um, so that's good to know. So what else here? It can be one page. It can be an entire. It can be just one page on your site. It can be the entire site, or it can be an intro. I'll kind of break those down real quickly. When it comes to being one page, think of it as your entire site is one page, and when they go there, you'll see it coming soon. This is more on if you are in the process of developing your application or your website. This is a great way for you to do a one page, and that's what we're going to build today, is a one page coming soon that you can use to collect emails. Um, so can be, and then the next one is can be the whole site. Like again, so the one page and the whole site are kind of similar. The one page is if you already have a fully made site, you can create a new page that's a cover page, and then if you're using WordPress, it's very simple to change your homepage, and still have it linked back to your actual homepage. And if you want to get even deeper, there's some cool there's actually some really cool code that you can I might open source at some point that I've created to let you um create a new landing page, read it, change your landing page in WordPress, and still have it. If they are a new user, they'll go to your cover page. But if they are not a new user, they'll go directly to your to your homepage. So I'll open source that at some point. Maybe I'll cover it in a future live stream. But again, it can also just be an intro. In this case, if you have a website that you know you have a lot of things going on your website. You have a lot of different situations, and you want to make sure that your audience is not confused, and you want to kind of segment those audiences, or in like in a weird kind of pre-email way. You want to put an intro page. This will allow the users to either, one, you collect valuable balance information. um what that means is, like, if you have an intro page and you put one item on there that you want to see how it performs, this will allow you, if you're collecting analytics, you'll be able to see exactly what users are bouncing, what's the rate, do people like this new thing, and how to best kind of navigate those waters. um so yeah, so that's what coming soon pages are. They're not just a page that you can just throw. They are not just a page where you put your logo and what's coming soon. You can do a lot of valuable building before you launch with a coming soon page. And I'll kind of this cover that when we start building the one we're gonna build. Um, Building it live. I didn't do any pre-production on this landing page, so we're gonna be going right from the starting page in Divi to where we want to go. So next page. Um, how can you use landing pages, right? You can inform your audience of an upcoming event. Let's say you run shout out to Black Seat Summit. They just had their summit this weekend. I think it's currently still going on right now. Um, but if you with Black Seed Summit, they wanted to do if they already have a full website and they want to have people know immediately about their upcoming event that just happened, they could create a coming soon page for this just that event and have that be the homepage and have that link somewhere else. Uh, Specifically, how that's helpful is you can collect emails while you're building or fine tuning your launch or website. Uh, big thing. If you only you know when you're going to launch. So until then, as Ari, as Rima, as anybody else who is great at this will tell you, until you are, even if you're not sure what you're doing, always collect emails. They are a wonderful way to build leads and build sequences. Even like I said, even like I already said, even if you aren't doing anything, emails are great to have. It's a great way if you happen to lose your access to your social media. It's a great way to keep in contact with them. As of right now, excuse me. As of right now, Ari's not even on Twitter, and somehow she's still sending me emails every other day. And that's just kind of keep it in contact. Like like that's how you do it. It's not about trying to sell them something. It's about keeping your name and your brand aware within your audience. So again, community pages can be used to inform of upcoming events. You can collect emails while you're building or fine tuning. You can call attention to a new product or service that you have, and it just keeps your audience engaged and informed. There's really no downside to coming soon pages. It's just it's more work on your end, if or your designer's end or anybody's end, but it's worth it. It is really worth it. So different types of coming soon pages. You So let's see here. So you can announce or build anticipation for a new launch when you're doing your coming soon pages. You can also go as far as to build an audience for your site before you launch. Imagine you're about to launch your site and you're able to build your audience immediately from like just already having a coming soon page before you launch. And people are like, "Oh yeah, I remember that website. They were doing a coming soon recently, and now they're launched now. Let me go do this and that to get involved with them." Um, so that's another reason why, um, another reason why people might enjoy having a coming soon page. So now I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me make sure I'm going to the next one. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, that ignore that. So now we're getting get into the actual build section, where we actually go ahead and start building landing a cover page. So thank you all for kind of getting through that kind of ordeal. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a build. So we're gonna switch over to that now. Uh, so yeah, right now we're gonna go over to our Divi. Okay, so now we're in Divi. This is Divi. This is the page you would see when you start building a page for you when you want to build a new page. If you're interested in Divi, go to isnowglobal.com/links. We have our Divi affiliate link in there if you want to support us and what we do. If you again just to toss a little plug in here, if you have Amazon Prime, head over to twitch.tv/isnowglobal and drop us a free Amazon Prime subscription. Those are great. They don't cost you anything. They help us with buying new equipment, help with better content. As you can see, the live stream is a lot more stable today because I'm, I'm commandeering my significant other's computer versus my MacBook, and soon enough I'll have a full desktop here where we can do more things. But let's get started with the build from scratch. So we're gonna start building our cover page now. Uh, so this is literally a blank page. If you want to start out, there's like probably 3 lines you want to have on this page, and by 3 lines I mean three of these rows, and each of those rows could have a different thing. The first row will just be your logo. um so in this case I will use image, and as you can see, the image defaults to the size of the page. Here you want to pick up any sort of email or any sort of thing. So we're gonna pick my logo here. And so you can see it's sort of to the left. We're gonna go ahead and center that now by heading over to design, alignment, and clicking center. So now you have now you have your logo centered in the middle. Um, in this case, I don't have my actual. Well, we do have our logo up here, as well as having it. If you can see my mouse, thank God. And you can see the logo. You can see the menu. So let's go ahead and so now we've added our logo. We're gonna do a little call to action here underneath the logo. So we're gonna get a little text bar in here. I'm gonna say gonna make this a smaller heading. We're gonna just go ahead and start typing out what we want to say. Uh, for some reason, whenever I clear out the text, it will remove the heading. So let's just get that started now. So we're just gonna say, is now global live streams, which you currently are watching now. So that's IsNowGlobal live streams. You can see it's very tiny. I'm going to show you all a few things with Divi right now that you can currently do. So if you ever are confused about what you specifically want to edit, if you want to change the styles, you have it in here to change some of the styles. But if you want to get really into the CSS of the styles, you come over here and you click the paintbrush. And what that would do is it'll actually open up in the design section exactly what you're going to be editing. In this case, the font I want to go with is a nice blocky font. I might just do, God, it takes a while for this to load up. Let's go with a nice block stocky font here. Looking for the right one. Oh, this is nice. That's a nice little font right there. But let's go ahead and pick ABZ. And then we'll make it camel case. No, we'll leave it the way it is. So we're gonna make it bold, make it a little bolder here. We're gonna go ahead and center it, and we're gonna make the text a little larger here. In this case, what you can do for text size. Right now we're editing what's called a paragraph. There's a certain way you can go about it. This can get a little confusing. I know we've talked about this before, but as I said, we don't use pixels in this house. We use EM. We like scalable text. Because we don't want to do 14 pixels and someone's on a 4K screen and they can't read your logo. So if you want to call attention to a text size and you want to keep it scalable across all platforms, you want to use EM. And we'll cover what EM is in a different live stream here, but today we're just gonna show you what it is. So I'm gonna do 2EM, which to think of 2EM as being readable by human eyes. That's how I kind of think about it. And you can kind of scale up and down from there. Like we go 3EM is a little bigger, 1EM is a little smaller. And then there's even like finer details. Like if you can go back to 1, we can even do 1 point, oh, that's 0. We can even do 1.5 EM, as you can see here. And it's about in between 1 and 2 EM. We're not going to go too deep down into this, but we're going to go up to 2 EM here. We're going to go IsNowGlobal live streams. I like a little spacing within my text to kind of call attention to it. Don't usually go more than like 3 pixels here. It can be a little cumbersome it can be a little cumbersome to read if you go above 3 pixels, as I'll show you right now. So we'll go to 4 pixels just to start out. And as you can see, yeah, it's wildly spaced out. But if you go down to like 3, 2, looks a lot better. 2 pixel spacing, usually for me, sweet spot. Line height, you see it's already in an EM. They already know. What that essentially is the height between, like whenever you press enter, the line height is essentially the space between the enter. So like it can be as tiny as no space between between the words, or a bunch of space between the first line and second line. So in this case, I'm gonna make the text just like a nice black color. I think 2EM might actually be too small in this case, so we're actually gonna go up to 3. Oh nope, it's going in 0.1. So we're gonna go. Yeah, this is the one thing about Divi. Divi does not like to play fun sometimes. So we're just gonna go 3EM. Let's see. No comments. Anybody got any comments? If you got anything to ask or any questions, throw them in the chat and I'll answer them. This is more of a very like easy stream, so I'm just gonna try to answer as many questions as I can. So if you got questions, drop them in the chat. If you're on YouTube, drop them in the chat. If you're on Twitch, drop them in the chat. If you're on Periscope, I can see them immediately. So there is our live stream page. This is a nice coming soon. So in this case, I know it doesn't say coming soon. Uh, IsNowGlobal live streams. Saturdays at 12:30. Okay, let's be honest. It's Saturdays around 12:30. We're on time usually. 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 Um but yeah, Saturdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. We may want to make this smaller, but in this case, it sort of makes sense. And if you want to ever have fine-tuned control over how your text looks versus how it actually is, but as you can see right now, both these are paragraphs. If you want to make this your actual intro stand out, you just highlight it and select it, and then you head over to what size heading you'd like. In this case, heading one is much smaller than the text size in this case, but as you can see, uh, that's how we would do it. In this case, I actually will make this a different heading. Heading one. Yeah, so you can see one thing right there. So this is what I meant by the space, the line height. So you see how it's so close together right now? We're gonna go change that over here in our actually let's go ahead and do that here. So heading text. So as you can see, now we're editing just the second line because that's a heading text. The top line is a paragraph text. In this case, we're gonna go line height 1 em, 2 em. So you can see right now, the more we add in the line height, the more space we have between the two things. In this case, 3 em is a really great space for this. Um, so this is gonna be our coming soon live stream page that we're gonna be using. Possibly, I'm not too sure, but in this case, my background of my picture is white, so we're gonna keep the whole thing white and just black on white. And now that we have our nice section that has our logo, what we're trying to and convey the name of our name and the call to action. Actually, let's add one more thing here. We'll leave it. We'll leave it the way it was. That's fine. So let's go ahead and add the next section, which is the contact form. Like I said, it does not matter what you're doing. Does not matter when you launch. Does not matter when you decide that you need to do anything. Always, always, always collect emails. It's very important. It can be the difference between you needing to always be on social media versus or you just emailing your list whenever you have something cool you want to tell them about. So that's why I'm having this in here. So the cool thing with Divi and the contact form is that they have a built-in API system that you don't need to worry about. So it already supports a bunch of cool email that you want. So what? Let's see here. Email. Let's see here. Text. So I think so. There are two different email opt-in options for Divi. This is the contact form. This is like if you want to build uh a form in Divi and you want to specifically have it be for something else. Uh, we don't want to use this time in this case. It does come with a captcha, which helps for spam protections and whatnot. And you can also use reCAPTCHA with Google if you have a reCAPTCHA account. I didn't have time to set this up before we did this today, so no reason to go into that. So in this case, we're not going to be using the contact form because we're trying to build an email opt-in. Um, so let's go ahead and delete that, and we're going to go ahead and actually add another section below this. And we're just going to have that section have the email opt-in. So this is different than a contact form in that, as you can see, you're given like a nice big blue default, which you can change the defaults. I'll actually do a live stream on how to change the default of each Divi module because sometimes you don't want it to look blue. In this case, I'm just gonna fix it later. So in this case, what we're gonna do right now is since our background is light and our text is dark, we're actually gonna go over here and change the color to dark, which in most cases will just automatically flip the text color. So now what we can do is we can actually go to background and remove this kind of unsightly blue background here. So what you can do essentially is you can actually either have your text here, or you can just have just this underneath here, like sign up for our live stream is a good call to action. You're gonna have to excuse my spelling here. I'm not the best speller. And sign up. Also not the best at copywriting. If you want copywriting, please hit up or reach out to Dajne Barrows at dajnebarrows.com, or just go to dajnebarrows.com and let her, she's very amazing at what she does. She's a great copywriter, great social media manager. Reach out to her if you're in the mood for that. I should actually reach out to her because I need help with copy myself. So sign up for our live stream. Fix the spacing. So in this case, we keep the search simple. We live stream every weekend, possibly. We haven't skipped a weekend in a while, so we live stream every weekend. Sign up. Not sing. Oh, we could sing up. Sign up to get our updates. Nothing makes you feel more confident in trying to spell and do phonetics live. Nothing does. Absolutely nothing. But yeah. Ooh, that's not, I don't like that. Yeah, so we live stream, we can sign up to get our updates. In this case, you can get your first name, last name. If you want to edit any of these, you can just click here. Like I want to edit this button to make it not blue. So I'm just gonna click the little paint button. We're gonna enable custom styles for the button. The button text a little too little meh. Let's go ahead and do EM. Do 1.5 EM. We don't want it too big here. Yeah, you can see it didn't change very much, but on the back end and scaling across devices, it made a huge difference there. Um, so one second here, and let me see what else. Oh yeah, let's change the button text color to black, and there it is. That's a pretty good start to a coming soon page. There obviously are better ways. Like right now, if you want to, we don't necessarily want to collect first name, last name. We just want to click the first name. Um, People feel more comfortable releasing their first name. So here's a result message. So you can put a result message for when they submit, and you can edit that and have that look a certain cool way. Today we're not really going too far down that depth. What I'm trying to find is the not text, email account. So yeah, so this is what I was talking about. So one of the really amazing things about Divi, and if you're an IsNowGlobal client, you already have access to Divi. If you don't already use your own thing like Elementor or anything like that, and we work with every single builder out there. We're just the host. We host whatever you decide to bring to us. So if you're in the mood to learn more about Divi or get your own WordPress or build your own website, reach out to us at yourfuture at isnowglobal.com. You can go to isnowglobal.com to just go get started. Or if you really, really, really want to get started, isnowglobal.com/onboarding. That's where you want to go. I know, too many ads. But the cool thing about this is if you have ConvertKit, Active Campaign, I mean, I don't there's a very pretty big list of questions like Sendinblue. You may have noticed that from our emails. We have MailChimp, there's ConvertKit, there's Active Campaign, there's Campaign Monitor, Constant Contact. I did not create an API key before this, so we're just not gonna do it today. um, so let's see here. So we would normally use MailChimp. You would, if you want to add a MailChimp, you would add your account name and you would put the API key in here. I did not get an API key, as I just said, so we're just gonna ignore that. Um, Here's the cool thing. I'm gonna drop this as a link that you guys. I'm gonna drop this as a link in our live stream link so you can download. If you go sign up for our HTML or Divi templates and on isnowglobal.com/links, you will get this at the end of this live stream. If not today, then tomorrow, whenever I get back to my email thing to automate it. Um, but then once you get started and you already have Divi, you can just import this, add your Mailchimp, change the title and change the picture, and you have yourself a coming soon page. Um, I really don't know if I want to add, if I want to do more with this. I kind of like it the way it is. And that's the thing. You decide what you like. It's really your design. I know people are like, it's for the customer, it's for the potential. But again, if you don't like your website, you're really not going to have a fun time. Um, you want to love your website. You want to, it's your child, it's your baby. You're going to take care of it. There's always a joke about people's babies looking differently to different people, but hey, it's your baby. You love it. Oh, and you treat it well. So let's see. Let's see. Body on top, form on bottom. Let's go with this one. I don't like that. Body on right. No, I don't like that. I like the first one. Can we just do the form only? Oh, there it is. Does this make this? There it is. Okay. So we can do first name, last name on the same line. That's what I was trying to do. Email will be full width in this case. I did not mean to make that a nice orange, but we're gonna undo that. And we're gonna head over to fields. There it is. Use single name field. And then I go to layout, and if you make these not full width, there it is. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, now we have the name and email on the same line. Everything is pretty lined up. It's not a very big page. We want to center this a little bit. As you can see, it's slightly off center. So the way you want to center everything, instead of clicking on this individual box, which controls the actual sign up, you want to click the box that contains the whole thing and head over to design, sizing, or design, spacing, design, sizing, and row alignment. And you want to align it towards the center. That didn't seem like it did anything, but on mobile and on tablets, it will. And we can actually do a quick check on that. Yeah, so you can see on tablet, it's centered. And this is why I love EM, because the size will scale, and you'll watch when we go to the phone, the size does scale. The line height here is a little weird. But let me see. Can I fix that? Can we fix that line height? I see. Yeah, we can fix that line height now. So let's fix that line height by going to the IsNowGlobal live stream, clicking on the brush, and adding some line height in here. So what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna keep the line height in this one. Head back to temp to see what it looks like now. Like I said, you'll always check what your site looks like. If you're using Divi, it's very simple to check what it looks like in mobile, but always check your website in mobile and tablet. Quick check, you just see how it looks, make sure you like it. In this case, I don't necessarily like how the second part of that is looking, so I'm going to remove the line height from this part. There we go. A nice 1.7, which is kind of hilarious, see what they had in the beginning, but 1.7 EM versus that one. And now we go back to the main thing and we look at it, and it looks great now. It's now looking good across all platforms. People are able to come here and figure out that we have live streams that are every day at 12:30. Here's a call to action telling them to sign up for the email live stream. And as you can see, it's just well done. So I'm gonna save this draft because this is not a live site. This is just where I do my testing, and I'm going to export this as coming soon. Up. Opened up the dev console. Not yet. That's gonna be for upcoming live stream. There's a lot of by the way, just a quick thing. There's a lot of amazing things you can do in the dev console that you just like. If I was to like pick my best scenario, if I had a Chrome tab that I could have linked to the back end, and I know there's a way to do it. I don't want to deal with the security, but the Google Chrome's dev console is powerful enough to be its own IDE. You can quote me on that. Maybe don't quote. Well, no, you can quote me on that. I actually believe that completely. Coming soon pages template. And I'm just gonna export it. So this is gonna be what it looks like now. So I just saved it. And I will send that over to everybody on my live stream email list. So if you actually want this, if you actually want this template, you should go ahead and sign up for our email at it's a long domain. I'll make it shorter. But yeah, you can go over to isnowglobal.com/links and then sign up for the Divi HTML template link. Sign up for that, and you'll get that. I'm gonna quote you. Oh yeah. Go ahead and quote me, Dredgy. I think you can go ahead and quote me. It's a serious thing. There's so many cool things you can do in the Chrome Dev Console. People don't know about. You can literally have your any website in the world look the way you want it to, and they won't even know. Because Chrome Dev Console, you can save your changes globally in your own sandbox Chrome environment. So if you want to make Facebook look like Twitter, you can do that in the Chrome Dev Console. I know this is not what this whole stream is about, but it's a really cool feature that I think everyone should go play around with at least once. Um, Also, if you want to make a different page, like if I want to make this page like pink and not let my server know, I could just do that. Although Divi is very weird in how it does things, so I don't want to do that now. But yeah, go ahead and let me know. So that's a quick thing about coming soon pages. As you can see, like right now, um, oh yeah, a lot of people don't use it. It's crazy. Like people need to use it. It's an amazing tool. I like. Do you know how hard it is to wait for DNS and caching to change? It's the worst sometimes, and it's really simple to just go into Chrome Dev Console and like do a quick thing with important, boom, and they're good to go. But yeah, let's me actually no Reggie, if you want to come on and we discuss this one day, I'd love to get you on and we'll do like just a talking live stream where we go over all the cool things people aren't using in their daily web things. Because there's so many cool things that both me and you know. So we'll set that up going forward, and we'll do a second part of the domains where we can talk about the selling of domains, which is I know your forte right now. So yeah, another good thing is success action. This is what I meant by you can have this be your intro page, your homepage, and have it go somewhere else. You can have it redirect to a custom URL. This is a really powerful thing right here. This thing right here, very powerful. I would be very careful how you use it, but it's very powerful. Um, Dope. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, Reggie, we'll set that up. Maybe if not this week, if not next week, but the week after, we'll do that. Um, yeah, we'll definitely set that up. That's gonna be a thing. So this is how you can redirect to a custom URL. So when they sign up, you can have them go to isnonglobal.com. And this is not a real link right now, but I will make it real later. Isnonglobal.com/live. Uh, quick little that's a little Easter egg, a very tiny Easter egg for those who are here. This domain is not real right now, but in roughly about an hour and a half, it will be. And if you're here right now or you're watching this later, go to that link and you will probably be able to watch. Or I'm gonna put a page there that's gonna house all of the different live streams. So if you want to watch from Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at the same time, I'll make it happen on that page. And if you want to, and I might even put an unfiltered, unbuffered live stream link in there that because right now our server there's more of a little buffer between what I'm saying and what I hear on the screen, so I can maybe beep it if I need to. But that's what you would do if you want to. So once they sign up, they can go to a new page. That way, that you're making sure that until they sign up, they can't leave this page. And so that's a good way of gating your own content with like an engagement gate. But yeah, that's a really great way to do. I'm actually gonna remove that because I actually want to make sure I've already exported it, so we're good to go. Um, so that's a great way to do that. Um, and so this is a cover page. If you okay, let's do something else. Let's make the background a little more different in this case. So we can do like a nice blue. If you want a blue background, if you want like an orange background, if you want or yellow background, if you want what's in our recent. Uh, a black background is not very smart. I will say that. But in this case, we're gonna go with this. That's the blue we used last week. I'm gonna go with a nice is non-global green, which, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember my colors, it is a hashtag 1347B0. No, it's 1374B0. Okay, B40. There it is. It's one of those things. Yeah, you should also you should probably also have your branding color uh memorized. It's always good to know. Yeah, if you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to put a epilepsy warning on this, aren't I? Yes, I am. All right. I'm so sorry if you have any issues with flashing lights. I would not do that again. But that's just a way of making the background different. If you want to make the background green, you could. Now I would want to change the text to white because white on green looks better than black on green. So let's just do that because it's gonna bother me if I don't. So text, a really good thing about that is you don't have to actually change the color. You can just do light, in this case, and then heading text for this one will also do light. Where is it? Why did that not turn white? Okay, let's just go over here and figure out why. Okay. All right, I made the. I actually literally changed the text color. That's why. Okay, that's fixed. And then we come down here, and then we change this text color to white as well, and we just go to. Oh no, wrong one. You wouldn't. This one thing about Divi. Always make sure you're going to the right one. This green one is for the whole layer, and then this black one is for the actual module. So now that we're here, we want to go over to text, and we want to make it light, and then we'll change the button color as well. So yeah, that's how you. If you wanted to do like a different mode of it, I just use the live test. Yes. Okay. So quick secret. I'm gonna reveal something that not very many people would appreciate me revealing. Everybody's testing live. You should always. I'm gonna say this. You should always test in development or print or in like staging. Some of us out there, we're dangerous and we like to test in production. Don't shame us. Don't shame anyone who likes to test in production. It's not the safest, but let's not shame people for testing in production, which is what I'm currently doing, which is why the domain is not being shown. Hopefully, the domain is not being shown. Okay, the domain is not being shown. So yeah, that's a good way of doing like a quick coming soon page. Now you can see that this picture is not optimized for transparency. So I'm just gonna round out the edges here. Actually, could I just no? I'm just gonna go over here. So border. Let's do like a nice 10 pixel border. Make it nice and rounded. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So my phone just died, so now I'm not able to actually see what you guys are typing, what you guys are typing in the chat. So I guess I'm flying a little bit blind here. Uh, all I have left is my Twitch chat and my YouTube chat on my other screens, which are blank because go subscribe to us YouTube and Twitch, youtube.com/isnowglobal and Twitch or youtube.twitch, youtube.isnowglobal.com, twitch.isnowglobal.com for each of those. Actually, let's add those in here. I just realized we should probably add those in as a link. So let's just duplicate this. And I'm gonna so yeah, a quick way to do things if you don't want to redo them every time is just duplicate them. And I'm gonna leave this section here. And so Twitch, yeah, messed up there. So a little thing I like to do sometimes is leave one letter because sometimes that letter has the style that I want. Like in this case, I just wanted to write Twitch dot TV. Well, Twitch dot is now. Yeah, sorry if I can't actually see messages anymore. I will read them after. My phone just died. Maybe I can pull up the stream here on another screen while we're waiting, and maybe we'll be able to do something real quick here. Here. Okay. Yeah, please forgive me. Right now, I'm trying to pull up the Periscope chat if I'm able to. There I am. Can I head in here real quick? I just want to see the comments. All right, I can see the comments now. You know, this is a much better way of watching the stream rather than using my phone. Yeah, I'm back in the comments now. So if you type something in the comments, I can see it again. But in this case, I want us to go to twitch.isnowglobal.com for Twitch and YouTube. Nope. YouTube dot is now global. Yeah, sorry about my whole spiel about not testing or no, not shaming people who test in production. We should also not shame people who have phonetic issues. But yeah, that's one thing. There's a huge spacing issue down here. There it is. All right. So this is just another way of doing it. I put these links in here. You can make them actual links. I will do that now. Copy, paste, HTTPS. Always have secure websites. We had a whole live stream about that. As you can see, the link didn't change because I didn't. We'll go over link changes a little bit later. Oops. So we're just gonna paste this. Okay. And so that's how I would do a quick cover page or coming soon page. Uh, Hopefully this has been very helpful to you guys. I'm gonna cut it a little short here. I was trying to keep it below an hour or below 45 minutes. We're already above that. Uh, but yeah, thank you all for being here. This is just a quick thing on how on coming soon pages. We're building it while they're important. If you missed the slides, I will send if you. I'm actually gonna start sending the slides out as emails. So sign up for our live stream email if you want to get the if you want to go ahead and get. There you go. I see you now, Reggie. I'm back in here. You can go ahead and sign up for our live stream. I'll be able to send you those nice, beautiful slides that we create here for y'all. So that's really it today, y'all. I was trying to keep this short, ended up going a full hour. Fun times. Thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate you all taking this is a Saturday. I appreciate y'all being here with me to learn on a Saturday, which most people don't want to do. But thank you. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. We're gonna do one of these weekly. Quick announcement: check your DMs when I get off. I will definitely check my DMs when I get off, so we can get everything settled there. But for everybody, here's a quick little secret here. I will be doing gaming streams very soon. If you made it this far into the video or this far into the live stream, not next week because nothing next week is gonna be me and Reggie going over some tech stuff. Next week I'm gonna be, or in a couple weeks here, I'll be doing a gaming stream. I think first we're gonna start off with the super. We'll keep it a surprise. Just it's gonna be a super stream. And we're gonna go with that. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm gonna give you all a really big a round of applause for being here. Thank you so much. And again, if you guys please, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Twitch or Twitter, follow and subscribe. If you're on Twitter, follow me in terms of notifications. Head over to isnowglobal.com/capital L links to find our links. If you want to watch the previous live streams, they were on youtube.isnowglobal.com to watch our previous streams and subscribe there. And thank you all for watching. I do appreciate what you guys do. Okay, and I'm gonna play y'all out with the outro like I usually do. So I will do that now. I've been meaning to shorten down this outro at some point, and I think I will. But I'm just gonna skip over to the middle.